Gracious God, may the words of my mouth and the meditation of all of our hearts be acceptable to you, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Here's a true but not very surprising confession. I hate being out of control. And I just noticed I have no box to stand on here. So hang on just a second. I'm sure you all are seeing like nose up. So hang on, talk about being a little out of control. I'll make this do. Hello. I am a planner and a preparer and an epic list maker. And now I do certainly have my moments of letting things go and letting them evolve and develop organically. And usually they work out better than my plans. But mostly, I like to have a plan and stick to it. And this was sorely tested last weekend when I was flying home from visiting a sick friend in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And John, I know you are feeling it right now. The weekend was lovely, and it was sad. And it was filled with many emotions, and John Ralosky, not John Rogers, and I were pretty wiped out by the time we boarded the plane for home. And the day had even started strangely. A huge thunderstorm ripped through Tulsa, and there was no power at the house. But it looked like the planes at the airport were leaving on time. Now, according to our itinerary, we had a 90-minute layover scheduled in Houston, so we planned to have a leisurely dinner when we landed and then catch our flight to Newark, and then home to sleep in our own beds. But those thunderstorms didn't go away, and the pilot chose to go around them, which I appreciate, to avoid them, but it caused us to be 45 minutes late arriving in Houston. And then it took us at least 20 minutes to get off the plane because no one at the gate was there with that gangway thing so that we could walk into the airport. So by the time we got off, we had 25 minutes to go before our plane, not boarded, departed. And so we ran from gate B5 to E20. And if you've ever been in Houston Airport, that's about the entire length. And the whole time I'm thinking, we're going to miss it, which means we have to stay over, which means we won't get it until tomorrow, and I have so many things to do. Like I said, I hate being out of control. And when we arrived at the gate, sweaty and breathless, with 5 minutes to take off time, we were told our seats had just been given away to standby. But we have confirmation, we said. But you aren't in the system, she said. Of course, because she had just given our seats away. But we're here, we said. So finally, after a few minutes of noodling on her computer, she put us back in the system and told us to hurry to our seats. And the plane took off, and we ordered drinks, and we were on it, order restored, back in control. But what an illusion control is. I was never in control. Not of the storm, the flight, the dismissive gate attendant, none of it. None of us are. We had been in Tulsa to visit a dear friend who's been diagnosed with ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. And she is young, and she has 3 teenagers. An amazing career running a refugee and immigration law clinic for the city of Tulsa. She has a wicked smart wit and an infectious laugh, and she is one of those people you want sitting next to you when your plane hits turbulence, or you need to post bail, or your daughter-in-law needs a green card. And without warning, and for no reason, she will spend the next short chapter of her life struggling with a disease for which there is no cure. Her whole life, and her whole family's life, has just spun out of control. And that is no illusion. So I had my friend in my heart and my mind when I read our gospel passage earlier this week. And it's a hard one. It's one that doesn't make me feel very good or comfortable about Jesus. Because this is him at his most challenging. He has set the bar incredibly high for what it means to follow him. And I don't know, to my heart it almost felt callous. Ignore your family? Drop everything? All responsibilities? You're not used to hearing that kind of brusqueness from Jesus. And in my current state, I'm struggling with it. But the more I reflected on it, the more I began to wonder if Jesus is actually giving us a lesson in that illusion of control. Perhaps he's letting us know that following him means that we have to rearrange at the very least, but most likely let go of our priorities and maybe stop making those lists altogether. So So a little context might help. It often does when we approach these difficult passages. You see, Jesus is traveling with his friends, and after spending years in the countryside preaching and teaching, he's finally heading to Jerusalem. He's been bringing his radical message about the kingdom of God to a community hungry for some good news. And he's been healing and performing miracles and shaking things up and challenging the powers that be. And because of that, he's been getting death threats from King Herod and some serious shade from the Pharisees, but none of that has stopped him. He's got a vision. He's got a mission. And no matter what is coming his way, he is determined to keep moving toward that, to always take the next step into the future, to be about the creation of the kingdom of God. But when his friends tell him they want to follow him too, but they've got to take care of some family business first, like burying a dead father or putting their affairs in order and saying goodbye, Jesus gets prickly. Actually, more than prickly. Let the dead bury their own dead. I think many of us find this response unsettling. His disciples' request to put their life in order before they leave it behind, I think, is reasonable. It's understandable. It's responsible even. Luke tells us Jesus has his face set toward Jerusalem, and we who know the story knows what that means. He's single-minded, and nothing else matters. But frankly, I struggle with that. Why does it have to be either or? Why can't Jesus just wait one day until I've tied up my loose ends, said goodbye? What is the big hurry? And I think those are really honest questions. But here's what I think is underneath Jesus' message. Here's what he's asking us. Does my mission matter enough to you that you would shape and plan your life around it? Or do you shape your faith to fit the life you've already planned? In his reflection on this passage, Pastor David Luce, who's a very wise and insightful preacher, asks a further question. Are we willing to let go of our deep-seated need to be in control, to maintain some semblance, aka illusion of order, in this chaotic and confusing world? Can we stop hiding behind our to-do lists and follow Jesus into an uncertain future? To embrace God's new thing and just let the past be the past? Do we have that kind of faith? Now, I find this to be a risky proposition. Because it's not as if following Jesus means he'll take control of everything. It's really not a Jesus take the wheel kind of thing. Because control is not what Jesus is about. Have you met the man? Have you read the story? He does not have a 10-point plan to hand us to figure it all out. And he is not into making lists either. Jesus is for stepping into reality, moment by moment, and meeting the chaos and the challenge with no agenda other than to find and experience God in the midst of it. He's not about guaranteed outcomes. He is about trusting in the process. The radical movement he founded wasn't called the plan, but the way, because it's not a set of doctrines. It's not an institution. It's a way of life that puts God's beating heart, God's values first, and just lets the rest sort itself out. Jesus puts love and justice first. He puts the kingdom of God first. He puts life first. And when we look backwards and we obsess on what has come and gone, when we try to create order through micromanaging our lives, we will miss the sign of God's presence right in front of us. Living in the past, we can't be about the business of creating something new. Or as the translation, the Message, gives us this passage, first things first. Your business is life, not death, and life is urgent. No procrastination, no backward looks. You can't put God's kingdom off until tomorrow. Seize the day. God's gift of life promises us many things, but control ain't one of them. When my friend first told me of her diagnosis, she described the day that she finally told her children. And so I just might let it go a little control here myself, so please forgive me. Without a doubt, the hardest day of my life so far, she said. My family has circled the wagons, and we've had lots of visits from my brothers and sisters. She has 8 of them. I have not shared the news beyond my family, and until very recently, to give us a chance to figure out how to live our lives in this new reality. Every day is a new day, she told me, and we are getting our joy wherever we can find it. Trips to the East Coast, including a big party at the Jersey Shore, are definitely on the agenda in the future, and you will be there. I look forward to sucking every bit of joy out of this life for as long as I can. Friends, every day is a new day, and we don't ever know how many days we have. Jesus is right. There is an urgency to getting our priorities straight, to put God in the center of it all, no matter what is coming at us, to find the joy in the storm, to let go of the outcomes, to live as if God's kingdom of love is real in every uncertain moment, to take that risk and let our faith shape our lives rather than the other way around. Sometimes being out of control is exactly where God calls us to be. All she asks is that we move forward into the life He has given us. So grab that plow by the handles, break some new ground, and seize this new day. Jesus reminds us, my friends, life is for the living, and He will meet us there. May it be so.